Okay, hello everyone. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a different video today, and we are ranking the characters from Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. And let's just get right into it. So first up we have Dick Gumshoe. Again, I'm only gonna rank these characters based on how they are in this game because they appear through, some of these are multiple characters through different games, like Gumshoe, for example. He's not in this game as much. So based on how he's in this game, um, we are gonna rank him. I mean, he's still good, but he doesn't have enough opportunity to show his charm. So I'm gonna give him a B. Normally he'd be an S if it was the previous three games, like the original trilogy, but mainly because he doesn't really have enough time to shine in this game, he he gets a B. He's still fun though. We love Gumshoe. He's the comic relief character. We love him. But yeah, I didn't really explain how I'm gonna rank these, but I'm just ranking them by how much I like them, how well I think their character's written, maybe a bit of their design, and just whether I think they're cool or not, or if they're shit, then they go to D tier. Like, pretty simple. Cool. Next we have Drew Measham. He's quite interesting. Um, he's not as interesting as his daughter, but I do like his design. I like that he looks like a paintbrush. Does he have much personality? No. I guess he's kind of awkward and shy, but I don't know. There isn't much to him. He plays the victim part well, I guess. Like he dies. That's pretty standard of what you're supposed to do as a victim in these games. There's not much to talk about with him. Like, yeah, he's got a cool design, so I guess I'll give him a C. Like, he's not a D tier character. Like, there's worse. Out of all the victims, he's probably one of the more interesting ones because like you actually get to spend time with him. But he's not better than Gumshoe, so and he's not on par with Gumshoe either, so you get a C. Magnific Grammary. Yeah, I'm quite fascinated by him. His design is interesting. I don't know what's going on with his beard and mustache. Like, I don't know what the hell that is or what that's supposed to be. Like, what is that? Like, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I really don't. But anyway, um, I like how twisted like his mind works. Not as twisted as some other characters we'll come across, but like he's interesting. Like he's got the whole mastermind kind of character. I mean, he does kind of like put his pupils through a lot of shit, but like it's just the mentality of it though, like the whole asking them to shoot him kind of thing, see what they do and see if they're clever enough to work out the trick. Yeah, like it's quite fucked up. But for that reason, I think he gets a B as well. I think he's quite interesting. I'd say on par with Gumshoe. Like he's not A tier. I probably would give him an A tier if you actually get to interact with him or see more of him. You mostly just like know about him from flashbacks and stuff like that. So yeah, he's a B tier. Meekins, I think he's funny. I'll give him a B. He's in this game he's funny and I feel bad for him. He's like he's the bailiff, or I think is he the bailiff or in this game, or is he the police officer? I don't know. I think he's a bailiff. But like he's just makes a lot of mistakes. He gets caught up in lots of shit. Trucy takes the piss out of him, and it's just sad what he has to go through. And he's funny as well. I love his character designs. I like how awkward he is. I like that he like strangles himself with the handcuffs. That's kind of funny, and the noise he makes. And then he screams through the megaphone. It's quite funny. So yeah, I'll give him a B. But in terms of does he have a lot of? There's not a lot to him though. Like that's just who he is. He's the silly, goofy guy who gets caught up in shit. But he does it well, so he gets a B tier. This guy, D. I hate Brushall with every fiber of my being. I hate this man. I don't like his design. Like I I get what they were going for. For some reason I don't know why they decided to take inspiration from a toothbrush, but they did. Like he looks like a toothbrush. He has big teeth. Even the other characters comment that he smells a mint. And I'm like, okay, he's got a shiny forehead. Cool. But his face is weird. He looks like a geeky Homer Simpson, like with that. with that weird stubble he's got going on. Like I don't know what is, and his cheeks, like he's so weird, and his personality is so annoying. His end quote little catchphrase is annoying. I hated. Well, I didn't hate voicing him to be honest. I kind of liked voicing him, but his personality is just annoying. Like I don't know. I guess he's supposed to be annoying though. Like he's like the nosy reporter. He's up to no good, just trying to find a scoop and not really caring about anything else. And it's like, ugh, annoying guy. And look at his eyebrows. Like, what's going on? Anyway, Vera, I love Vera. She gets S tier. She is such a good defendant. I love her design. It's very unique. You know, the whole overalls and the pink and the blue hair. Like, it's pretty cool. Um, I love how she expresses herself through her drawings. That's really creative. In terms of character design, and it really helps emphasize how shy she is. And it also just makes it more impactful when she like has the character development towards the end, and she, you know, comes out of her shell a bit more, and she's like not afraid to go outside. And her backstory is tragic. Like she got kidnapped or something, and like she almost dies of poisoning, and then she survives it. She's a fighter and survivor. Like what can I say? I think she's a really cool character. Like you really feel sorry for her, even though she barely says anything. It's like very well done character. Emma, we love Emma, S tier. I mean, it might just be because I love the detectives and I love like forensic science myself. But Emma's got a lot of personality as well, especially in this game. Like her snackus is quite funny when she throws them at Apollo, and she when she munches on them because she's pissed off at Gavin. It's kind of funny. So yeah, I love her and I love her design. I love the goggles. I love her hairstyle. She's just pretty cool. Every time Emma's on the screen, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I'm having a good time. And Apollo, of course, Apollo's S tier. He's wait, and let me see if I can reorder these actually. No, they're in a good order. Maybe Emma's above Vera. But yeah, Apollo, obviously, he's the star of the show. He's good character. He's like he's got a lot of similarities to Phoenix. How he was like in a trilogy, like a lot of energy, a lot of quite boisterous, quite loud. But I think Apollo just takes it up a notch and he's more youthful and like it's a nice, change of pace instead of just like always with Phoenix. Even though I love Phoenix to bits and he's my favorite character, which is quite boring, but he is. Like he's Phoenix is the reason I fell in love with the series. But this ain't about Phoenix, it's about Apollo. And yeah, I like his little hair, even though I do find it weird sometimes. Like I like that he gets made fun of it, like keeps calling him a demon because he's dressed in red and he's got horns. It's kind of strange, but I guess it kind of like and his forehead, like they implement a lot of his design into like his animations, like him putting his finger on his forehead. It's just like he's a big brain boy and he's quite headstrong. And I like that he uses his name and he puts it to good use. Like he does embody justice. Like he doesn't care to betray Gavin. He values the truth a lot, and he will follow that. Anyway, prosecutor Gavin, Clavier Gavin. He's is he in S tier? I don't know where to put him. Maybe I'll put him in A or S, A or S, A or S. I'll give him an A. Only reason I'm not putting him in S tier is because like yeah, I mean, in comparison to all the other prosecutors, he's probably one of my least favorites. Um, next to prosecutor Saad Mahdi, but just because I guess the other ones are more abusive, and like it is nice to have a change of pace where he's actually a nice prosecutor. He does try to get under Apollo's skin a little bit, but it's in nowhere near any shape or form like as nasty or like ill-spirited as the other ones do. Like Manfred, for example, he's just downright insults you, same as Francisca, same as Blackwell, and who am I forgetting? Sadmani obviously does that, but he doesn't even do it tactfully. Like he just does it to be a prick. But anyway, this ain't about him. But yeah, I like the whole rock star thing. I think that's really cool. I like that he has his own emotional battles because of who his brother is and that his brother gets arrested. It's nice to see a prosecutor that's not, corrupt. Because it's like, damn, every game the prosecutor's corrupt and trying to like present forged evidence or, you know, configure. What's the word? Configure? No, I don't know. But like, coerce. That's it. Coerce the witnesses into giving false testimony and just saying things that he wants them to say. Like, yeah, he's a stand up guy, and he takes his losses. Like a champ. He's not a sore loser. He values the truth as well, which is pretty cool. It's nice to see. Christoph Gavin S tier. I'm gonna put him above Apollo. I'm sorry, like I love this man. He is so twisted and like I'm into psychology a lot, and he's got a lot of psychological traits going on, like really psychopathic kind of vibes, and it's brilliant. They do it so well, and I love a character that's like really put together and like kind of like almost snobby in a way and kind of like trying to come across as a gentleman, but then secretly he's a psycho, or secretly he's like a serial killer or whatever he is. Like it's really cool. Like he's like wearing the same colors as Phoenix, as like in the blue suit, and it's just nice to have a defense attorney that's actually the bad guy instead of it's always the prosecutor. So I guess that's what that game did right, kind of changed it up, made the prosecutor the good guy and the defense attorney the bad guy. But yeah, like his plot is so twisted, like the method that he has of killing and the motive. We don't even know the motive, so I'd love to hear people's opinions on that because he's got the black psycholox, and yeah, it's like we never truly know his motives, which I even like that because it's like he's so twisted that we can't even understand him. Like no one understands him because he's and he'll never reveal it. And the little demon in his hand when he's like lying is crazy. And his breakdown, I loved voicing his breakdown. Please go check it out. I put a lot of effort into that scream, and like I was preparing for weeks because I knew that breakdown was coming. I was like, I want to nail this. I don't want to ruin it. And I think I did a pretty good job. So yeah, feel free to check out that video. I made it as short as well, but the video is a bit more in depth and a bit longer. If you want to see the full thing. Anyway, Lamois. I think that's. I can't pronounce this woman's name. I guarantee it's not Lamois, but I will keep saying Lamois. It's probably like Lamiwa. I have no idea. She's got like it's an R but before the O, so it's like Lamois. I have no idea. She is interesting. I'll give her an A. I'm not going to give her an S just because I feel like they could have done a little bit more with her. Like, I get she's supposed to be a mystery, but she's like almost a bit too much of a mystery. But I do like a mystery, and like who she is just really interesting and important. Like how she relates to the characters. Um, I mean, this is full of spoilers, so yeah, she's Apollo's and Trucy's mother, birth mother, and she keeps it a secret. And it's just like I love her design. I love the cloak she's wearing, the constellations. It all just and the mask. It all just like helps, you know, personify her as a mystery. And she like we just don't know who she is. And she didn't even know who she was until she got her memory back. So it was kind of it all came full circle. And I quite liked how her character progressed towards the end. And then she made the decision to not tell her kids that she's the mother because she's quite caring. She doesn't want to impose on their lives because she hasn't been there. It's quite interesting, like to see how her mind works. Plus, she can sing, which is great. Phoenix, the Hobo edition. Oh my god, S tier above Gavin. He is so cool in this game. It's so different to see like Phoenix being so cold and calculated almost. Like he spends so many years of his life trying to get Gavin back for what he's done, and it's like as revenge almost. Not even as revenge, but like he doesn't even do it for revenge. You can see he doesn't do it for revenge. He's doing it for justice and to like right the wrongs that have been committed. Like I don't even like he didn't even seem like he cared about losing his attorney's badge. He more cared about the justice, which is why I love him. And he's so sarcastic in this game, and like his style is great. I love that the little badge on there plays a role as well. It's like what is that badge for? And then it's actually a camera, and it's just so cool. He's so clever in this game. I love him. I could go on and on about Phoenix, but yeah, and the stubble he gets to show that he's like taking less like putting less effort into his appearance, but I personally think he looks better with a stubble. Um but yeah, I love him in this game. And the hoodie and the little necklace is pretty cool. He just seems so and he's always like looking off into the distance, and like you don't know what he's thinking. It's pretty cool, and he's off doing shenanigans and mysterious things behind Apollo's back, and like it all comes full circle towards the end. It's amazing. Very well written. Uh, Trucy, I love Trucy. She's better than these. I even like her more than Apollo. Yeah, I love Trucy a lot. Love her design. I love that she's a magician and she's like really good at it. You know, she's a bit of a goofball, but like she's also serious when it comes to like her profession. She takes magic very seriously, and she's really good at it. And she's kind-hearted. She like is she ditzy? No, not really. Like she's a bit like I mean she's young, so she's a bit like naive to certain things, but she's still a good character. Like she easily feel sorry for her, easily are drawn into her. She's just like her design is really cool. And what else can I say about her? She's funny and she's innocent. I love her relationship with Apollo, and they don't even know they're brother and sister. It's pretty cool. Her relationship with her dad is interesting. She's just like, yeah, he does this stuff. Oh well, and he's like, oh, he got hit by a car, and she's like, yeah, he's fine. Like, it's quite interesting. Valent, I do not care for him really. I'll talk about him and Zach at the same time and why Zach is a bit better because Zach has the whole mystery about him. Valent is just kind of surface level. I don't dislike him, but I don't think he's all that. Um, Again, I like the color contrast that they all have, like the blue, the red, and the yellow for all the magicians. Um, but yeah, Zach has the whole mystery about him because it's like, oh, he's the guy in the first case, and it's like, what the hell was going on there? Who the hell is he really? Why did he give up Trucy? Like, there's a lot of mystery around him. So I think there's more to him. Do I think his personality is interesting? Um, it could have been a bit more. Like, I get that he's confident and a bit cocky, but like, I don't. It's hard to understand some of his motives. Same as Valent. It's like I know they want to be magician, like they really value being a magician, but like, it's like, is it that deep to be going through all this stuff that they went through and like doing fraud and lying and like trying to manipulate evidence? And yeah, it was just kind of strange. But I do think Zach is more interesting than Valent, unfortunately. Um, but they did serve their role in a great story, even though they weren't super interesting themselves. Like their role in the story, and the story was it's interesting itself. So they get marked up for that. So yeah, but not at A tier, definitely not. He's more interesting than Meekins. I say Magnifi. I like they're about the same. You can say that though. You're more interested in Drew though. Anyway, next we have what was her name? Oh my god, I don't remember her name. Is it Orla Orly or something? Yeah, uh, she's okay. I don't mind her. I like she's a good first case witness, I suppose. You know, she's got the whole pretend to be Russian thing, which is kind of interesting. And then she switches and she's like a photographer or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, she's like Quick Fingers Orly or something, and it's like, okay, she's a scammer. Um, her accent's kind of cool. I don't know. There's not much to her. Obviously, she's just a first case witness, so she doesn't have a lot of story. Um, but I think she does what she does. She does what she does well. So yeah, C tier. Definitely not D tier because she's not like when she comes on the screen, I don't get angry. So she's not in the D tier. Like I'll only put save D tier for characters that truly piss me off and that I don't think are like creative or well written at all. Like, but saying that, like, I mean, Brushell does have some thought put into him, but even I don't like it. What the thought was. So sorry, Brushell. Winston, you gotta love Winston. Like, I love that he's just kind of getting destroyed by all these defense attorneys all the time, and he's not corrupt. Like, he's a bit of an asshole, but like, he's funny. Like, I love that he's always the first case prosecutor. Yeah, he's funny. Lita Tiala. I thought she was an interesting villain. I mean, it's a little bit obvious. It's like, oh, she's just a rich girl trying to marry off get married to the gangster so she can get in on the family, kind of the gold digger type. But she does it well, I think. Yeah, she's like she nails like the pretty innocent look down, and then when she lets her guard down, like it's like, well, it's a whole new character, like turns into Mean Girl sort of thing. And her case was more interesting than I give it credit for. I'm not a huge fan of the case, but like the whole, especially the first part, the second part is much more interesting. The first part's a bit long and a bit of a slog, but the second part of the case, where like you find out what really happened and how she was in, how like she was about to get killed, and then she shot the guy because she was going to get thrown in the river. It was kind of dark, and like I don't know. I think she played her role pretty good. She was the victim and the killer, so props to her for that. Noodle guy Noodle. I don't like him. Uh, he's better than Brushall, but is he D tier though? Yeah, I don't like how he talks with Trucy. I think it's strange, and his design, meh. A noodle guy. He was a doctor. He doesn't want to sell noodles because he was a doctor first, and he's taken over the business. I don't know. Like it's just, I don't know. I thought he was a bit unnecessary. I can't lie. Like every time I had to talk to him, I was not interested in what he was saying. I don't know if that's just me, but like I wasn't interested. But I don't know. I can't think of anything good about him. Not even the design. It's like okay. I guess his eyebrows kind of look like. Is it supposed to be like chopsticks? And like, obviously, you think that that's his hair, but it's not his hair. It's just part of the bowl. It's just weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care for him, so he gets D tier. Sorry. Not as bad as Brushall though. You you are worse than Brushall. I hate you. You are creepy. I don't like your design. What's up with the pink hair? Like splotch of hair on your head. Like, what's the point of that? You're weird. You're perverted. You're creepy. Enough said. Next, you uh, also D tier. Like, you don't really converse with him. He's a bit of an asshole, but he does it well, I guess. Like, he's the typical, corrupt doctor. Nothing super interesting about him, really. He serves his purpose. That's why I give him a bit higher than these lot. But again, design wise, there's nothing going on there. The name, nothing really going on there. Like other than what he does, and he went a bit far, and like that kind of makes him a little bit interesting to me. Like, damn, like what you got yourself into and how far you were willing to go to protect yourself was kind of crazy. So that's why you're higher than these lot. Do I dare give him a C tier? No. Okay, next. Plum. I love Plum's design. And I had so much fun voicing her with my sister. That was just so funny. Um, and she's like caring deep down. She's doing her community. She's cleaning up the paint. Um, I like her design. I like the whole the black and white hair. Um, she's supposed to be really intimidating, but she also looks sweet. But then she also like tries to kill you because she's got like a sword in her broom. She's full of surprises. I'll give her an A tier. I quite like her to talk to. Um, yeah, I think she does well in this game. Like I always enjoy talking to her. So Wesley Stickler, he is so funny. I enjoyed voicing him. He is a creep. He is weird. His character design's weird as well. He kind of reminds me of someone that I don't like actually. But yeah, like, I'm gonna give him a C though because he is funny. Even though I feel like his whole thing in the case was so long, I don't think that whole part of that case needed to be in there. I think it was just kind of filler almost because basically everything all the whole, being on one side of the park and stealing the panties. It's like I hate saying that, but stealing Trucy's magic underwear, whatever it is, and like it is all a bit much just to get one conclusion out of it that like, oh, the guy looks a different way. That's basically all that came out of that I know, that I remember anyway. And it's like, wow, a whole trial. Basically, the whole trial was revolving around him lying about everything. because he wouldn't tell the truth about what side of the park he was on. Like it was a bit much. But he is funny, so I'll give him a C tier. And I enjoy voicing him. Um, what was this guy's name? Something Kataki, obviously, but I can't remember his name. But the boss guy, Boss Mataki, Kataki, I'm gonna call him. What was his name? I really can't remember. Oh well. He I don't really care for him. I like the whole panda vibe he's got. Like his eyes are covered, and when you see his eyes, they're like really little tiny dots, and he looks kind of cute. But like, he's a gangster. He has all this money, but he's like, "Oh, you got a bullet in your heart, son. Like, I don't want to save you with dirty money." Like that always bothered me because I'm like, okay, why don't you just save him with the dirty money and then go, clean after that? But like, you have all this money that you got anyway. Why not just use it for your son's operation? Because he literally might die. The whole case was like he's a ticking time bomb. He's gonna die in like 2 minutes, and he's just like, yeah, I'm starting to bake a cake business or a pie business, and I want to raise clean money to pay for your operation because being a gangster got you in this position in the first place. And I'm like, okay, but like you can just stop being a gangster after you use the money. Like it makes no sense. Like I get it, but it's stupid. Like I'd get it if it was like not so life threatening as a bullet in your heart, but otherwise, no. So you get low C tier for that. You're in the C tier because you're interesting design and you're scary. Like you scared me, and then when you see his eyes and the apron, it's kind of cute. But you're stupid. Anyway, what's this guy's name? I forgot. Damn it! Why? I'm not good at remembering. I should have made this video. The thing with this video is like I made it. I'm actually this is like the third time recording it. The first time I recorded it, it got deleted. The second time, the audio was all muffled, so I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. And recorded it like just after I finished the game, so I knew all their names and I had it all in fresh memory, and I had more to say. But him, um, so yeah, that's why I don't. It's a bit more difficult this time, but I still want to make the video because it's fun. I can't remember his name. Oh, Waki, that's it, Waki Kataki. He's so annoying. He's getting seated. He's annoying. Like he's ungrateful. We're defending him and he doesn't even give a shit. He's just like, yeah, typical like, you know, gangster wannabe teenager. Like it's kind of annoying. Um, but I do think it's written well just because I don't like that kind of character. I don't want to give him bad just for that. I'm not gonna give him high rating, but he's in the C tier for sure. But I just don't know where particularly he goes. He's better than Dad because he's like at least I think he learns his lesson at the end, whereas the dad just makes a stupid decision. I think he's better than him. Yeah, I think he's here. I don't think he's better than her. Than Orly. Okay, Damien Crescent had fun doing his breakdown. Had a bit of fun voicing him, even though I kept forgetting to do his accent. But like, what is up with his hair and his costume? Like, it looks like he's been eaten by a shark or something. It's kind of strange. Um, he doesn't have much. I don't think he has much personality other than being a prick. Um, he's just nasty guy, you know, takes advantage. He's part of a smuggling scheme. It's like there's not much to him really. Eh, I'd say top C tier, I suppose. Probably one of the least interesting villains because it's like, okay, you do all that, but why? And it's like your motive is it's a bit lame. I can't lie. Um, what was this guy's name? Latouche, Romain Latouche. I can remember your name, but I can't remember this guy's name. And you're in it for like 2 minutes. Yeah, he dies, he gets shot, but he's got some interesting backstory, so I'll give him. He's not. No, I felt sorry for him. I liked him, even though no, actually, he's an idiot because he said the siren is the witness, and I'm like, why would you say that with your dying breath? Like, seriously, it was a stupid thing to say. So you're getting D tier. But you look interesting and imposing as a bodyguard, but yeah, or an Interpol agent. But yeah, you get bottom of the tier. Last character. Oh no, we're coming to the end. Machi Tabaye. He's he's also annoying, but again, he gets away with it more because he is a kid. Um, and he puts up a lot of acts. He's got a whole princely vibe about him. Like when he takes off his glasses, his eyes are all sparkly, which is kind of cute. But yeah, is he that interesting? I mean, he doesn't really speak English throughout the most of the case, so it's like there's not much going on there. Um, I like that he's kind of like a son figure to Lamour, but does that say much about him? He lies to us several times. It's kind of annoying because like you think he trusts us and then he's still lying. But again, he's a kid, so yeah. And you do feel sorry for him because it's like, how is a 14-year-old really small, supposedly blind child getting framed for murder? That's insane. And he kind of just holds it all in, that his fear and stuff. So I'll give him. He's better than Darian for sure. So I'll give him a B tier, low B tier. And I think that's that. And the rest are duplicates. I don't know why these are here, but they are. But yeah, that's my final ranking, I think. Let me double check. Course Phoenix is the best. Yeah, this is looking good, I think. Yeah. Gumshoe does well, even though like he's barely in the game. So like you lot all below Gumshoe need to step up your game. I kind of just only rated the main characters as high. The only ones really that are not main characters is Plum and well Vera kind of is, especially because like the last case is like the big case. So yeah, but you guys need to step up your game. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any disagreements or agreements, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Um, I hope some of you share my hatred for these two characters. Um, and yeah, these are all just my opinions and it was just for fun. So yeah, don't go too harsh on me. And yeah, if you like these videos, I'll be sure to make some more of different types of things. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.